Namaste. Okay. I think I have a lot more to do today. So without further interruption, I'll go ahead and start reading it. Let me see here. Okay. Namaste. Atan Dashamodhyayaha Vibhuti Yogaha Shri Bhagavan Puya Eva Mahabaho Shrinu Me Paramam Pachaha Yatadeham Puriyamanoya Pakushumi Hitakamyaya Na Me Viduha Surakanoha Prabhavam Na Maharshayaha Ahamadilhi Devanam Maharshinam Ja Salvashaha Yo Mama Jamanadim Ja Vedati Lokamaheshivarama Asamumutaha Sa Maltieshu Salvapapaiha Pramujyate Buddhitiljinyana Masamumohaha Kushama Satyam Damaha Shamaha Sukham Tuhakam Pavo Payam Ja Payameva Ja Ahimsa Samata Dushituisitapo Danam Yashoyashaha Pavananti Pava Bhutanam Matata Eva Buddhitagavitaha Maharshayaha Sabata Pulve Jatavaro Manabasatata Madhupava Manasa Jata Yeshum Loka Imaha Prajaha Etam Vibhutim Yogam Cha Mama Yo Vedati Tatavataha Sovikamam Pena Yogena Yujyate Natra Samshayaha Aham Saivasya Prabhavo Matataha Saivam Pravaltate Iti Matava Bhajanante Mam Bhuta Bhavasamanam Vitaha Makachitita Madhugata Prano Bhuttayanantaha Parasaparamu Gatayanantashicha Mam Nityam Tushyananti Cha Ramananti Cha Teshum Satata Yukutanam Bhajatam Priti Pulvakam Tadami Buddhi Yogam Tam Yena Mamupayananti Te Deshameva Nukamam Tamaha Majinyana Jam Tamaha Nashaya Myatma Basato Jinyanadi Pena Pasubata Arjuna Uvacha Param Brahma Param Tama Pavitram Paramam Pavan Purusham Shashivatam Divyamadi Devamajam Viphumu Ahusutpa Murishayaha Salve Deval Shrilnara Dasatata Asito devalo Vyasaha Svayam Jaiva Prabhishime Saiva Metadritam Manye Yanamam Padasi Keshava Na Hi Te Bhagavan은 Bhagadim Vidulteva Na Tanabah Svayameva Dhamana Dhamanam Vetata Devam Purushottama Bhutapavana Bhutesha Devadeva Jagatapate Bhagadu Marhasya Sheshwano Divya Yatmabi Bhutayahu Pilvibhuti Pilokani Pilvibhuti Pilokani Mam Setavam Pya Dishitasi Katam Vidyamaham Yogim Setavam Sada Parichinantayana Geshu Ja Paveshu Jinantiosi Bhagavanam Maya Visitareno Dhamano Yogam Biphutim Ja Janaldana Bhuyaho Kataya Diriputilhi Shirinan Vato Nasati Memoritam Shri Bhagavanubhaja Hananta Te Katayishumi Divya Yatmavi Bhutayahu Pradhanyatahu Kurushira Shuthu Nasatyananto Visitarasya Me Ahamatma Kuda Gesha Saiva Bhuta Shayasatitahu Ahama Deshaja Matyam Cha Bhutana Mananta Eva Cha Aditya Namaham Vishnul Jyotisham Raviram Shuman Mari Chilmaruta Masumi Nakushotra no Maham Shashi Vedanam Samavedosumi Devanam Asumi Pasabahu Inundriyanam Manashechasumi Bhutanam Asumi Chatana Rudranam Shankarashechasumi Viditesho Rakusho Sam Vasunam Pavakashechasami Meruhu Shikarino Maham Purothasam Cha Mukhyam Mam Viditi Palta Purihasapatim Senani Namaham Skanandaha Sarasamasami Sagaraha Maharshrinam Puriguraham Giramasami Ekamakushoram Yajinyanam Japa Yajinyosami Sithabaranam Himalayaha Ashivatataha Saivapurikushanam Devarshrinam Ja Naradaha Ganantaivanam Chitrarathaha Siddhanam Kapilo Muniha Ukujaiha Shiraba Samashivanam Vidati Mamamuritodu Pavam Airavatam Gajanandranam Naranam Ja Naratipam Ayutanamaham Vajram Tenunamasami Kamatuk Prajanashicasami Kanandaipahu Saipano Masumi Pasukihu Anantashicasami Naganam Paruno Yadasamaham Pitririno 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 Mariama Jasami Yamahu Samyamata Maham Prahaladashicasami Daityanam Kalahu Kalayata Maham Muriganom Cha Murigenduro Ham Painatayashicha Pakushuinam Babanahu Babatamasami Ramahu Shasatra Pritamaham Chashunam. I'm just gonna look this word up here, sorry. 1031. Cha. Makarashicasami Surotasamasami Jahanabi Saiganomadi라는 따시자 마티암 자이바 하말주나 아티야 뜨마 비디야남 바다흐 브라바다따 마함 아크쇼라노 마카로스미 드반드바흐 사마시카시야짱 아하메바 그쇼야흐 깔로 타타함 비시바토무카흐 무리티우흐 살바하라시짱 무드 파바시짱 바비시어땀 길티흐 시릴바크짱 나리넘 스무리틸메타 트리티흐 그쇼마 브리하트 사마 따타 사문남 가야트리 찾는다 사마함 마사남 말가실 쇼하마 말가실 쇼하무리투 말가실 쇼하무리투 남 구수마 까라흐 구수 디우땀 찰라야땀 마스미 때자스 비나마함 자요스미 비아바사 요스미 사트바바따마함 브리슈누이남 바수데보스미 바는더 바남 타난자야흐 무니나마비야함 비야사흐 가비나 무샤나 가비흐 단루어 다마야 다마스미 니티라스미 지기셔담 sorry one more 지기셔담 마오남 자이바스미 구히야남 진야나바타마함 야크짜피 살바푸타남 비잠 따다하 말주나 나 따다스티 비나 야트시안은 마야 푸땀 짜라짜라무 나는 또스티 마마 디비아남 비푸티남 바라는 따빠 에슈 두드데샤타흐 브로크토 비푸 델비스타로 마야 almost done. Yadiya Yadiyad Viphuti Matasatavam Shri Maduljitameva Pa Tatadeva Bhagak Tatadeva Bhagakacha Devam Mama Dejom Shasamam Pavama Atava Bahunai Tena Kim Jinya Tena Taba Arjuna Bishita Pya Hamidam Gaditisna Mekam Shena Sitito Jagat Tatasaditi Shri Madhu Bhagavad Gita Supanishatusu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Sutras Shri Krishna Arjuna Sambade Vibhuti Yogo Nama Dashamotyayahu. Namaste. Okay. The Holy One said, once more, still Almighty, I am the One. Listen to my supernal words, which from desire of good I say unto thee that wouldst be pleased. The hosts of gods know not my origin, nor the great rushes, since I am in every way the source of the gods and the great rushes. He that knoweth me as the supreme Lord of all of the worlds, without birth and beginning, undiluted among mortals, is free from all sins. Intelligence, knowledge, the absence of delusion, forgiveness, truth, self-restraint, and tranquility. Pleasure, pain, birth, death, fear, and also security, abstention from harm, evenness of mind, contentment, ascetic austerities, gift, fame, infamy, these several attributes of creatures arise from me. The seven great Rishis, the four before, and the Manus, partaking of my nature, were born from my mind, of whom in this world are these offspring. He that knoweth truly this preeminence and mystic power of mine becometh possessed of unswerving devotion. Of this, no doubt. I am the origin of all things, from me all things proceed. Thinking thus, the wise, endued with my nature, worship me. Their hearts on me, their lives devoted to me, instructing one another and glorifying me, they are ever contented and happy. Unto them, always devoted and worshipping with love, I give that devotion in the form of knowledge, by which they come to me. Of them, for compassion's sake, I destroy the darkness born of ignorance, by the brilliant lamp of knowledge dwelling in their souls. Arjuna said, Thou art the supreme Brahma, the supreme abode, the holiest of the holy, the eternal male being, divine, the first of gods, unborn, the Lord. All the Rishis proclaim thee thus, and also the celestial Rishi Narada, and Asita Devala Vyasa. Thyself also tellest me. All this that thou tellest me, O Keshava, I regard as true, since, O Holy One, neither the gods nor the Danavas understand thy manifestations. Thou only knowest thyself by thyself, O best of male beings. O Creator of all things, O Lord of all things, O God of gods, O Lord of the universe. It behoveth thee to declare without any reservation those divine perfections of thine, by which perfections pervading these worlds thou abidest. How shall I, ever meditating, know thee, O thou of mystic powers? In my particular states mayest thou, O Holy One, be meditated upon by me. Do thou again, O Janardana, copiously declare thy mystic powers and perfections, for I am never sated with hearing nectar. The Holy One said, Well, unto thee I will declare my divine perfections, by means of the principal ones, O chief of the Gurus. There is no end to the extent of mine. I am the soul, O thou of curly hair, seated in the heart of every being. I am the beginning, and the middle, and the end also of all beings. I am Vishnu among the Adityas, the resplendent sun among all luminous bodies. I am Marichi among the Maruts, and the moon among the constellations. I am the Samaveda among the Vedas. I am Vasava among the gods. I am the mind among the senses, and I am the intellect in beings. I am Shankara among the Rudras, the Lord of treasures among the Yakshas and the Rakshasas. I am Bhavaka among the Vasus, and Meru among the peaked, Know me, O son of Brita, to be Brihaspati, the chief of household priests. I am Skanda among commanders of forces. I am ocean among receptacles of water. I am Prigu among the great rushes. I am the one indestructible among words. Of sacrifices, I am the Japa sacrifice. Of immobles, I am the Himabat. I am the fig tree among all trees. I am Narada among the celestial rushes. I am Chitraratha among the Gandharvas, and the ascetic Kapila among ascetics crowned with yoga success. Know me to be Uchachai Shravas among the horses brought forth by the nectar, and Airavata among princely elephants, and the king among men. Among weapons I am the thunderbolt. Among cows I am Kamatuk. I am Gandharva, the cause of reproduction. I am Basuki among serpents. I am Ananta among Nagas. I am Varuna among aquatic beings. I am Aryaman among the Pitris, and Yama among those that judge and punish. I am Prahalada among the Daityas, and Time among things that count. I am the lion among the beasts, and Vinato's son among winged creatures. Of purifiers I am the wind. I am Rama among builders of weapons. I am the Makara among fishes, and I am Jahanavi among streams. Of created things I am the beginning and the end, and also of the middle, O Arjuna. I am the knowledge of the Supreme Spirit among all kinds of knowledge, and the disputation among disputants. Among letters I am the letter A, and Dwanda among all compounds. I am also time eternal, and I am the ordainer with face turned on every side. I am death that seizeth all, and the source of all that is to be. Among females I am fame, fortune, speech, memory, intelligence, constancy, forgiveness. Of the Sama hymns I am the Vrihatta Sama, Gayatri among meters. Of the months I am Magashesha. Of the seasons that which is productive of flowers. I am the game of dice of them that cheat, and the splendor of those that are splendid. I am victory, I am exertion, I am the goodness of the good. I am Vasudeva among the Vishnus. I am Dhananjaya among the sons of Bandu. I am even Vyasa among the ascetics, and Ushanas among seers. I am the rod of those that chastise. I am the policy of those that seek victory. I am silence among things that are secret. I am the knowledge of those that are possessed of knowledge. That which is the seed of all things, I am that, O Arjuna. There is nothing mobile or immobile which can exist without me. There is no end, no chastiser of foes, of my divine perfections. This recital of the extent of perfections hath been uttered by me by way of instancing them. Whatever of exalted things, or glorious or strong, understand thou that everything is born of a portion of my energy. Or rather, what hast thou to do by knowing all this in detail, O Arjuna? Supporting this entire universe with only a portion, I stand. Okay, let me make a note to myself so I know where I am tomorrow. 144 and page 37. So that was chapter 10. We will do chapter 11 tomorrow. 11 is pretty long, and it's Krishna shows his true form to Arjuna, and that's tomorrow. Okay. So let me put this away. Oh, it's pretty short. I'm too glad. I shouldn't be too glad. Let me use my nicotine or change the this is 774 now. Let me use my nicotine. I'll be right back. When using Twitch, I'm wondering what title I should use. For YouTube, I just say, what is written right there on Twitch label, same thing. It still gets a lot of audience members, because India, there's a lot of Indians on YouTube. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of Indians on Twitch yet. I'm just wondering if I should advertise more to Americans or English-speaking people by labeling them with English words on top of the Sanskrit words. Because the title does not allow you to input more than like 140 words, so it's pretty limited. I'll think about it. Okay. Namaste. 우빠뿌라야는 또 아트바람 많은 뜨람 보제마 그나예 아래 아스메 짜 시리는 바테 야흐 스니히티슈 불비야흐 삼자그 마나수 그리슈두이슈 아라쿠쇼드다 슈슈에 가야무 웃다 부르바는 뚜 자는 따바 우다그네 브리드라 하자니 다남자요 라누에 야시야 두또 아시 구셔예 베슈이 하비아니 비타예 다스마트크리 노시아 슈 트바라무 아 다스마트크리 노시어드 다스마트크리 노시어트 바라무 다미트 수하비아망응 기라흐 수대밤 사하소 야호 자나 아후흐 수발히셔무 아짜 바하시 담 이하 대밤 우파 브라샤스타예 하비야 수시자는드라 비타예 나 요르바브디라 요르바브디라 시비야 요르바브디라 시비야흐 시리른베 라타시아 까크짜나 야다그네 야시 두티아무 두보토 자 바지야흐라 바지야흐라 요피 볼바스마 다파라흐 브라 담시바무 아그네 아스타트 우타 디우마투 수비리암 브리하다그네 비바사시 네베피오 데바 다슈슈에 Little rough. Yeah, okay. I just found out something. Okay, never mind. Now I know. March 4th, To sacrifice we go, a hymn to Agni let us say, who hears us even when afar, who from of old in carnage, when the people gathered, hath preserved his household for the worshipper. And let men say, Agni is born, even he who slayeth Britra, he whom winneth wealth in every fight. Him in whose house, an envoy, thou lovest to taste his offered gifts, and strengthenest his sacrifice. Him, Angiras, thou son of strength, all men call happy in his God, his offerings and his sacred grass. Hitherward shalt thou bring these gods to our laudation and to taste these offered gifts, fair shining one. When Agni on thine embassage thou goest, not a sound is heard of steed or straining of thy car. Aided by the uninjured, strong, one after other goes he forth. Agni the offer for steps. And splendid strength, heroic high Agni, thou grantest from the gods, thou God to him who offers gifts. Okay, let me make a note to myself. So I guess it's good to take a little break in between the books, you know. So now we just finished Bhagavad Gita. A little rough reading, you know, but I also found out something for myself, so I'm gonna make that change next time. So you see that there? This is Devamu, and this is Ratam. There's a difference between when there's the thing that thing is drawn, and there's this one doesn't have it. I just realized that now. So my reading's gonna be a little more different starting tomorrow. Okay, so I'm learning as I'm doing this. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's a good thing that I don't have too many audience members yet. Alright, let me try to change, because I'm doing Twitch a favor. Or people on Twitch a favor. Sorry. Yeah, I guess I could do it. Yeah, I could do that from now, I guess. Alright, so I'm updating the title to include the English words, so it's not just Sanskrit. Hopefully more people will drop in. My goal, I guess, is to draw more Europeans in, because Sanskrit is the mother language of Indo-Europeans. It's the most ancient Aryan language as far as I know. So it's their language, not mine. Okay. Next. And yeah, Sanskrit should sound a little French. So Sutra 24. Did I get that right? Yeah, I did. And today I'm gonna make sure I have the right label up. 24 to what? I'm gonna take a little longer break right now, just to see how much I wanna do. 24 is really long. I wanna do, let's see here, maybe be up to 31, 24 to 31. That sounds pretty good. Okay. Oh, please let the printing be legible this time onward. The good thing is, you know, the more I do it, the more I will memorize it so I don't have to look up and left and right every time I read it. That'll be maybe not the next reading, but the reading afterwards, starting if I'm gonna read it over and over and over, so not the next time around, but the following the next time. So the third, at least at the I think by the third time from now, doing the same thing over and over, I'll memorize certain words, or maybe even an entire sutra with the commentary. I've read it, like this is my fourth or fifth time reading it. And once you read it like 18 times, I think I'll memorize a chunk of the sutras with the commentaries. That's how Sanskrit is actually designed. It's hypnosis. It just goes straight to the brain if read it right. And yeah, nicotine and then the sutra. Okay. Namaste. Atha Pratana Purusha Vyakatiri. Pratana Purusha Vyakati. Pratana Purusha Vyakati. It's hard for me to say it because of my injuries. Or injury, fatal injury. Pratana Purusha Vyakatirikat. Pratana Purusha Vyakatirikataho. Koyami Shibaro. Nameti. Okay. Kalesha Kaima Pipa Ka Shayaira. That's also hard for me to say. Kalesha Kaima Pipa Ka Shayai. Kalesha Kaima Pipa Ka Shayaira Para Murishitahu. Purusha Vishesha Ishivarahu. Avidya Dayahu Kaleshahu. Kushalani Kaimanui. Tatapalam Vipakahu. I have no choice but to check it. Yeah. Tadanuguna Vasana Ashayahu. Te ja manasi Vaitamanahu Purushue Vyapadishyanante. Sa hi Tatapalasya Pokutati. Yatha Jayahu Parajayo Pa Yodatrishu Vaitamanahu Sivamini Vyapadishyate. Let me just double check this word here. Yodatrishu. Yo hyanena Pogena Paramurishitahu Sa Purusha Visheshu Ishivarahu. Kaivalyam Prapatas Tahi Sananti Ja. Mahabahu. I have to triple check. Guess that's karma for you, huh? Like I can't read. Like even this version is printed better for the most part than the other version. I had to read the most illegible version. Okay, I'll go with that. Mahabahu Kebalinahu Te Hi Trinui Manantanani Chitva Chitva Kaivaliam Prabhuta Ishivarasya Cha Tatasambananto Na Puto Na Pavi Yata Mukutasya Pulva Manantakotuihu Prajinyayate Naivami Shivarasya Yatha Ma Prakriti Nasyotatara. Is that a? I hope. Yeah, double T. Where was I? Yeah, here. We're starting from here. Manantakotuihu Sampabhyate Naivami Shivarasya Sa tu Sadaiva Mukutahu Sadaiva Shivara Iti. Yosao Prakrishita Satavopadana Prakrishita Satavopadana Di Shivarasya Sha Shivatika Utkaishahu Sa Kim Sanimittata Ahosavinanil Ahosavinanil Mittata Ahosavinanil Sorry, it's hard for me to say. That's why I'm stuttering. Ahosavinanil Whoosh. What's this word here? Ahosavinanil Nimittata Iti Tasya Shasataram Nimittatam Shasataram Punaho Kim Nimittatam. Is it Kim Nimittatam or Ki Nimittatam? Oh, it's a different, they use a different, Kim. And they separated one word into two in that version. Okay. Prakrishita Sattva Nimittam Prakrishita Sattva Nimittatam Etayohu Shasaturot Kaisho 샤스트로트 갈셔 요리 샤스트로트 갈셔 요리 시바라 샤스트로트 갈셔 요리 시바라 사트베. That's fuzzy. 샤스트로트 갈셔, yeah. Starting from here. 발타마나 요라나 디흐 삼바는 타흐. Stop moving, mouse. 에타스마 데타드 파바티 사다에 베시바라흐 사다에바 무쿠타 이티 타크짱 다시아이 시바리암 사미야 티샤야 비닐 사미야 티샤 비닐 무쿠타무. I'm gonna say that one more time. My injury got in the way of me from saying it. Samya tishaya bini mukutamu. And I'm being distracted. So I apologize. It's like all the forces are against me from doing this. Not all, but a lot of forces. Tabadai shibariyanu. Tabadai shibariyanu tareno. I hope there's no dot above that word. Okay. Tadati shayate yadeva tishayi syat tadeva tatasyat tasma diatra kashitha prapatiraisi variasya. One more. Kashitha prapatiraisi Kashitha prapatiraisi Kashitha prapatiraisi variasya. Sorry, said it twice. Namaste. Oh, 24 is really long, and I got through pretty quick. Sa Ishivara, and there's number 1. Ishivarahu Iti Na Cha Tatasama Nabaishi Tatasama Namaishi Variyama Tatasama Namaishi Variyamasati. Number 2. So number 2, it's the second version skips this word. Well, I have to say it. Kasmat Duva yosutulia yora Duva yosutulia yore Duva yosutulia yore kasuminiu Duva yosutulia yore kasuminiu kapataka mitelte. Alright, I'm gonna take a little nicotine. It's this word here. Nicotine. Deva Namaste. Deva yosutulia yore kasumi niu kapataka mitelte. Navamita masutu. Purana midamasati mastubi. Purana midama. Purana midamasutubi. Puranamidama. Sorry, it's this word here. Puranamidamasatavi. Puranamidamasatavi. Puranamidamasatavidye. Puranamidama. Puranamidamam. Puranamidamam. Master Vidya Kasya. Puranamidama. Puranamidamastu. Puranamidamastu Vidya. Puranamidamastu Vidya Kasya. Siddhita Vita. Stop moving. Siddhita Vitarak. Siddhita Vitarasya. Prakamya Vikata. Prakamya Vika. Oh, it's hard for me to say certain words because of my injuries. Prakamya Vika. Prakamya Vika. Prakamya Vikata Dunatav. Prakamya Vikata Dunatavam. Prasakatamu. Devayoshicha. Tuya Yoryuga Pataka Midal Tapra Patilnasati. Altasya Virudatavat. Tasmadhyasya Samya Tishayal Vinim. Samya Tishayal Vinil Mukutai. Tamai Shivaryam. Samya Tishayal Vinil Mukutaima. Samya Tishayal Vinil Mukuta. Samya Tishayal Vinil Mukutamai Shivaryam. Sa Eve Shivarahu. Sa Cha Purusha Visheshu Iti. Okay, that was probably the longest sutra with the commentary of the day. It's gonna get easier from now on. Okay, starting from here. Now, who is indeed this Ishvara besides the active principal material cause and the inactive efficient cause? Ishvara is the special Purusha, unaffected by the vehicles of affliction, action, and fruition. The non-science and the rest are the afflictions. The actions are the productive of virtue and vice, and their consequence is the fruition. The habitual residua, having the qualifications, are the vehicles. Further, they, being present in the mind, are ascribed to the Purusha, because he is the enjoyer of their fruit. As for example, victory or defeat belonging to the soldiers is ascribed to their lord. He who is in fact unaffected by this enjoyment is a special Purusha, Ishvara. Then there are the numerous absolute entities who have attained absoluteness, because they have attained the absolute state after cutting those three bonds. However, Ishvara neither had nor will have any connection with those bonds. As the distinction of the previous bondage of the liberated is understood, so there is nothing of that sort in regard to Ishvara. Or as the certainty of future bondage of the Prakriti-laya is supposed, so there is nothing of that kind relating to Ishvara. On the other hand, Ishvara is ever free, ever the Lord. Now has the eternal excellence of Ishvara, due to his acceptance of the Supreme Essence, any function, or has it no function at all? Its function is to manifest the scriptures. What again is the function of the scriptures? The function is to show the Supreme Essence. There is a beginningless relation between the scriptures and the Supreme Excellence, which have their existence in the essence of Ishvara. From this it is evident that he is ever free, ever the Lord. Further, his divinity is without any equal or excess. This is not excelled by any other divinity. Whatever is the highest is his divinity. For this reason, where there is the highest attainment of divinity, that is the Ishvara. Again, there is no other divinity equal to that. Why? Because if a single object be simultaneously desired by two equal powers contending let it be new, let it be old, then on the success of one The deficiency of the other is inferred owing to the non-fulfillment of his irresistible will. Further, there can be no simultaneous attainment of the desired object by both the equal powers on account of the contradiction of their purposes. Hence, he alone whose divinity is free from other equal or superior power is Ishvara, and he is a special Purusha. But it is now asked who is this that we have called the Ishvara as distinct from the primary substance and the self. Untouched by hindrances or karmas or fruition or by latent deposits, the Ishvara is a special kind of self. The hindrances are undifferentiated consciousness and the rest. The karmas are good or evil. The fruition is the consequences which these. The latent deposits are subconscious impressions corresponding to these. These, although they are found in the central organ, are attributed to the self. For it is he that is said to be the experiencer of the results of these, just as the victory or defeat which depends upon the competence is attributed to the Lord. For the Ishvara is a special kind of self who is untouched by this experience. Then there are those who have obtained isolation, and those who are in isolation are many. Now these, by severing the three instruments of bondage, have obtained isolation, and the Ishvara's relation to this belongs neither to the past nor to the future. Thus it is not with him as with the liberated that there has been expressly made known a terminus a quo of bondage, nor is it with him as it is with one who is resolved into primary matter that there is a terminus ad quem when bondage ceases. When bondage might recur. But he is at all times whatsoever liberated, and at all times whatsoever the Ishvara. But it might be asked, that universally admitted eternal superiority of the Ishvara, which results from this, his assuming a sattva of perfect quality, has that any proof, or is it without proof? Sacred books are its proof. Again, what proof have the sacred books? They have their proof in the perfect quality of sattva. Inasmuch as both reside in the Ishvara's sattva, there is a never-beginning relation between the two. From these, this proves to be true that he is at all times whatsoever liberated, and at all times whatsoever the Ishvara. Now this his preeminence is altogether without anything equal to it or excelling it. For, to begin with, it cannot be excelled by any other preeminence, because whatever might excel, it would itself prove to be that very. Therefore that is the Ishvara wherein we reach this uttermost limit of preeminence. Nor again is there any preeminence equal to his, because when one thing is simultaneously desired by two equals, the one saying, let this be new, and the other saying, let this be old, if the one wins his way, the other fails in his wish, and so becomes inferior. And two equals cannot obtain the same desired thing simultaneously, since that would be a contradiction of terms. Therefore, in whomsoever there is a preeminence that is neither equaled or excelled, he is the Ishvara, and he is, as we said, a special kind of self. Okay, I'm being distracted from above. I must use more nicotine so I could get through what I need to get through. Okay. All right, one minute. Namaste. Kim cha Tatra Niratishayam Salvajinya Bijam. Yadidamati dana gata prati utupanana prati eka samukuchayati nandriya grahana matapam maripam maripam. Namaste. Yadidamati dana gata prati utupanana prati eka samukuchayati nandriya grahana maripam Bhaviti. Yeah, cool. Number 3. Number 3. Tatasaiva. So it has 2 characters before, 1 character before the next word. Tatasaiva jinya bija metadu vipaitama. Tatasaiva jinya bija metadu viva. Tatasaiva jinya bija metadu viva. Vivaitamanam. Sorry, I'm a little irritated because I'm being distracted from above. More so than before. They're up to something. I'm improving, so unclean spirits. Tatasaiva jinya bija metadu vivaita. Tatasaiva jinya bija metadu vivaitamanam. Okay, I'll take that. Saivajinya bija metadu vivaitamanam. That's the first version. I read the second version first. Yatara niratishayam sa saivajinyahu. Asati kashirtha prapatihu. Saivajinya bijasya. Yeah, cool. Satishayat vata parima. Satishayat vata parimana baditi. And when I'm being distracted, I have to look up things that I already know. Like, this is fuzzy, but I know what that word is. But I'm looking it up anyway because being distracted makes me does not make me confident for sure. Yatra kashirtha prapatil jinyanasya sa saivajinyahu. Sa ja purusha vishesha iti samaniyamatrupasamharo. Samaniyamatrupasamhare. Okay, number 1. Sorry. Goody. So it skips, a second version skips that word. Ja. Grito pakushoyamanumanam na vishesha pratipatatau samaltamiti. Tasya samjinya di vishesha pratipatati. Samjinya di vishesha pratipatatira gamatahu. Pariyanan beshuyo. Pariyanan beshuyo. Let me just double check that fuzziness. Pariyanu. Yeah, cool. Tasyatmanugraha bhavepi Bhutanugraha. It's hard for me to say certain words. It's this word here. It's not that I don't recognize the Sanskrit letters, it's just I can't pronounce it because of my injury. Putanugrahaho. Yeah, okay. Pranayojanamu. Jnana Talmopa. Jnana Talmopa Deshena. Karipa Pralaya Maha Pralaya. Karipa Pralaya. Karipa Pralaya Maha Pralaya. Karipa Pralaya Maha Pralayashu Samsarinoho. That's so fuzzy, and I wish demons didn't distract me. Yeah, okay. Purusha Nudita. Purusha Nudatari Shiyamiti. Tata Jokutamu. Adividavana Nilmano. It's this word here. Adividavana Nilmano Chittamatishitoya. Karunuya de Bhagavan Param Marshvira Suraya. Karunuya de Bhagavan Paramarshvira Suraya. I'll take it. Jijinya Samana. Jijinya Samanaya. Manantaram. Two different words. Oh, it's va. See, I thought it was a show. Prabhat Jati. Okay. Starting from here. What more? There, the omniscient seed is unsurpassed. The smaller or larger sensuous perception of the single or of the collective regarding the past, the future, and the present is the omniscient seed. He in whom this being expanded becomes unsurpassed is the omniscient. The omniscient seed has its highest culmination due to its greatest expansion, as in the case of dimension. He in whom there is the highest culmination of knowledge is the omniscient, and he is the special Purusha. Further inference is of service only for establishing general ideas. It is not able to establish the specific nature of a thing. The particular knowledge of his name, etc., is to be investigated from the Vedas. Although he has no interest of his own, yet he has the necessity of conferring benefit upon the creatures. I shall liberate the worldly Purushas by the instruction of knowledge and virtue throughout the creations, the periodical dissolutions and great dissolutions of the world. So it has been said, the first wise being, the all-powerful, the great sage, assumed the created mind, and out of compassion taught the science to the questioning Asuri. Furthermore, in this, the germ of the omniscient is at its utmost excellence. This our process of knowing the supersensuous, whether in the past or future or present, whether separately or collectively, whether it be small or great, is the germ of the omniscient. He verily in whom this germ, as it increases, progressively reaches its utmost excellence, is the omniscient. It is possible for the germ of the omniscient to reach this limit, for it admits of degrees of excellence, as in the case of any ascending scale. He in whom the limit of thinking is reached is the omniscient, and he is a special kind of self. An inference exhausts its force in bringing a general proposition to a conclusion, but is powerless to prove a particular instance. Therefore, the ascertainment of the one's special name is to be sought out in the verbal communication. Although he is above all feelings of self-gratification, yet the gratification of living beings is a sufficient motive. He may be conceived as resolving, by instruction in knowledge and in right living, at the dissolution of the mundane period, and at the great dissolution I will lift up human beings who are whirled in the vortex of existence. And likewise it hath been said, the first knower, assuming a created mind stuff through compassion, exalted the supreme sage unto a Asuri who desired to know, declared this doctrine. Okay. This one's pretty short. Namaste, my mouth keeps on moving. Sa eshohu Pulvesho mapi guruhu kalena nabakachedat. Pulve hi guravahu kalena bakachidiante. Kalena bakachidu. Kalena bakachidianante. Kalena bakachidianante. And there's number 1. Bhagachedia, Bhagachedian, Bhagache. Dhyanante. Kalena Bhagachedianante. It's easier to pronounce. Yatra Bhagachedalte. Yatra Bhagachedaltena Kalo Nopa Baltate Sa Esho Pulvesho Mapi Guruhu Yatasya Saigasya Del Prakasho Gatya Siddhitasatata Tikrantas. Sorry, so being distracted. Saigasya Del. Sorry, said it twice. I'm gonna say this twice. Prakashagatya. Namaste. Sorry. Siddhitasatata tikranan tasaiga dishivapi. Pratye taviyahu. He is also the preceptor of all the ancient teachers on account of his not being limited by time. All the ancient teachers are, indeed, limited by time. It is he whom time cannot reach as an object of limitation. As the fact that he is the preceptor even of all the ancient teachers is established by the highest authority in the beginning of this creation, so the same fact must be understood in regard to the past creations also. This same teacher of the primal also, for as much as there is no limitation by time. No one doubts that the primal sages are limited by time. He to whom time does not apply, insofar as it might be a limiting object, is the teacher even of the primal sages. as he is perfected in that mode of existence, which is perfection at the commencement of the present creation. So he is to be recognized at the beginning of past creations also. How long has it been? One hour and 15 minutes only. Wow. Okay. Now I wish people didn't bother me while I'm reading Sanskrit. It freaks them out. Not all people, but it freaks some people out. Namaste. Some people get really scared. Tasya Vachakahu Pranobahu Vachya Yishivarahu Pranobasya Kimasya Samketakritam Vachya Vachakatvam Vachya Vachakatvamata Pradipa Prakasha Badabastita. This word. Pradipa Prakasha Badabastita. Pradipa Prakasha Badabastita miti. Sthitosya Vachasya Vachakena Saha Sambanantaho. Samketasatu Vishivarasya Sthitameval Tamapi Sthitameval Tamapi Nayati Yatha Vasithitahu Pita Putrayohu Sambanantahu. Oh, so fuzzy. I'm like 90% sure that's the word, which I just said, but why? Yeah, Sambanantahu. Samketena Vadiot Samketena Vadiotiat Samketena Vadiotiate Ayamasya Pita Ayamasya Putra iti Salganantare Shivapi Vachya Vachaka Shakatya Pekushas Tathaiva Samketahu Kriyate Samparati Patati Nityataya Nityahu Shabudai Tasambananta Itya Gaminahu Pratijanate. Now I'm just gonna double check this fuzziness. Okay, and what about this version? Mananta. Let me just double check something. I thought I had missed something. That's the worst if you miss a verse, you know. Whoosh. the one syllabic word is connotative of him. Ishvara is connoted by the pranava. Now is the relation between the connoted and the connotative conventional or inherent, like the lamp and the light. The relation of the connoted is inherent in the connotative. The convention again exhibits only the inherent truth of Ishvara, as the inherent relation between the Father and the Son is expressed by the convention alone. This is the Father, this is the Son. In different creations also the similar convention alone, depending upon the power of the connoted and the connotative is applied. Okay. The word expressing him is the mystic syllable. The Ishvara is the object expressed by the mystic syllable. Is the expressiveness of this the work of usage, or is it permanent, like the light to the lamp? The relation of this thing to be expressed to the expressive word is fixed, but the usage by the Ishvara declares this its fixed meaning. Thus the relation of father and son is permanent, but the verbal statement that that man is this man's father is suggested by usage. And the usage with regard to the relation between expressive words and things expressed is made by him to serve with a distinct reference to the power of expression which they had in former creations also. The authoritative sages maintain that the relation between a word and an intended object is eternal, insofar is so far, as the consensus is eternal. So I wanna do like 3 more if I can. I might not be up for it, but if I get too tired, I'll stop. Okay. Namaste. Vichinya taba jyaba jakatva. Vichinya taba jyaba jakatavasya yoginaho. Tajija pasita dal tampa. Tajija pasita dal tapa vanam. One more time. Namaste. Tajija pasita dal tapa vanam. Okay. Prano vasya japaho. Pranava pite. Pranava piteyasya. Jashivarasya pavanam. Tadasya yoginaho pranavam japataho pranavaltam ja pavayata suchittamekagram sampadyate tata jogadam. Svathyaya yogama sita yogat svathyaya manet svathyaya yoga sampatti svathyaya yoga sampattiya. Svathyaya yoga sampattiya svathyaya yoga sampattiya. Paramatma prakashate iti. As the perfect knowledge is eternal, the Vedic teachers assert that the relation between word and its meaning is eternal. That's part of the sutra before. This English version doesn't. It has a. Never mind. In the case of the yogi, to whom the relation between the connoted and the connotative is known, its repetition and the gradual development of its truth, that is, the repetition of pranava and the revelation of Ishvara, connoted by pranava, are sure to follow. The mind of the yogi who repeats the pranava and reveals its truth is made one-pointed. So it has been said, by study yoga is developed, by yoga the study is confirmed, and the highest self is revealed by the combined power of study and yoga. Which is what I'm doing. I study and I do chanting and stuff. Now by the yogin who has recognized the power of the word to express the thing, repetition of it and reflection upon its meaning, the repetition of the mystic syllable, and reflection upon the Ishvara who is signified by the mystic syllable. Then in the case of this yogin who thus repeats the mystic syllable and reflects upon its meaning, mind stuff attains to singleness of intent. And so it had been said, through study let him practice yoga, through yoga let him meditate on study. By perfectness in study and in yoga, Supreme Soul shines forth clearly. This might be the last one. We'll see. But it looks like I don't want to do more than I don't want to get too tired to read. Namaste Kim Jasya Pavati Tataha Pratyak Chatana Pratyak Chatana Pratyak Chatana Tikamo Pratyak Chatana Tikamo Pyanantara Pavashcha Ye Tavadanantara Ya Vyati Prapritayasute Tavati Shivara Pranuitanana. Yeah, is that thought dad? Da. Da, yeah. Pavananti Sivaru Padaishanamapi Sivaru Padaishanamapiasya Pavati Yatai Veshivarahu Purushahu Shudutahu Prasananahu Kevalonu Pasaiga Kevalonu Pasai Kevalonu Pasaiga Sitata Yama Kevalonu Pasaiga Kevalonu Pasaiga Sitata Yamapi Budutehu Pratisambedi Yahu Purusha Sitama Siddhamati Purusha Siddhamati Kakachati. And there's number 1. Ityevama Purusha Ityevama Tikakachati Ityevama Tikakachati. Namaste, sorry. Okay. Am I to do 30 or not? I'm gonna see how I feel. I'm being severely distracted at the moment. What more happens to him? Therefrom, the attainment of the inner soul and also the absence of impediments. Whatever impediments there may be, such as disease, etc., cease to exist from the profound meditation upon Ishvara, and he gets also the sight of his own real self. Just as the Ishvara is the Purusha, pure, absolute, and devoid of attributes, so also the yogi understands his inner Purusha, who is the reflective perceiver of the intellect. This is a really long word. Look at that word. That's just one word. Okay. What else comes to him? Thereafter comes the right knowledge of him who thinks in an inverse way and the removal of obstacles. Whatever obstacles there be, disease and the rest, All these are removed by devotion to the Ishvara, and he comes to a sight of his own real self. He has the right knowledge, which sees that as the Ishvara is a self and is undefiled and undisturbed, and isolated and exempt from accidents. So he also is a self conscious of its thinking substance. Okay, I'm gonna try to do the next sutra. If it doesn't work, I'll stop. This is two. The one word is 2 lines. It's pretty short though. So once you get over that word, it's okay. But I might not be able to do it. I gotta be nicer to myself. Namaste. Atha Gyanantara ye Chittatasya Bhikkhusvepahu. And number 1. Bhikkhusvepakahu Ge Punasate Giyananto Veti. And here we go. If I don't get it in like 10 tries, I'm gonna just let it go and call it a day. How long has it been? 1 hour and 30 minutes. Pretty short for Vedic studies, I think. Alright, I'm gonna take my nicotine and try to say it 10 times. And if I don't get it within 10 times, because the word is 2 lines long, it's from here to there. It's like 30 syllables or something, 20 to 30 syllables or something. So now I just want to make sure. And what's that word? Pran. Vya Tisitya Samchaya Prasa. 1. Vya Tisitya Samchaya Pramada Lasya Viratis. 2. Vya Tisitya Samchaya Pram. 3. And I'm not gonna count, I'm just gonna stop if it's too much. Vya Tisitya Samchaya Pramada Lasya Virati Pranti Daishana Labhuta Phumi Katavana Vasati Tatavani Vyatisatyana Samshaya Parasan Vyatisatyana Samshaya Paramada Lasya Virati Pranti Daishana Labhuta Phumi Katavana Vasati Tatavani. Okay, I guess we're gonna do 30. I got it within 10. Chittata bhikkhusve, chittata bhikkhusve pasatanantara, chittata bhikkhusve pasatanantara yahu. Yeah, Sanskrit has to allow you to speak, especially in my case too, you know. So I'm not, I'm dying. It has to let you say it. Sometimes it's gracious enough. So namaste, namaste. Nabanantaraya shichitasya bhikkhusvepahu. Sahaite chittataburitati pipavanti. Oh, something tells me I should start from here again. I didn't make a mistake though. Okay, it's because I'm being distracted, that's why. Alright, so last sutra. Napanantaraya shichitasya bhikkhusvepahu. Sahaite chittataburitati pipavan. Chittataburitati pipavananti. And there's number 1. Or is that something else? Yeah, it's something else. What is it? That's R? Really? Where is it? Yeah. Wow. Okay. Citta Buddhiti Pilpavananti. Etesho Mapave Na Pavananti Pulvogata Citta Buddhiti. I'm gonna do that again. Citta Buddhiti Pap. Citta Buddhiti Pil. Citta Buddhiti Pilpavananti. Okay. Etesho Mapave Na Pavananti Pulvogata Citta Buddhiti Pulvogata Citta Buddhiti Yahu. Pulvogata Citta Buddhiti Yahu. Sorry, I said it twice. Number 2. Tatra. Namaste. Vyatiltai Durasakara no Vaishomyamu. Vyatilta Durasakara no. Vyatilta Durasakara no. Vyatilta Durasakara no Vaishomyamu. Sutya Nama Kaima. Sutya Nama Kaima Nuyota. Cittatasya Samshaya Upaya Kotui Supurigu. Upaya Kotui Sup. Upaya Kotui Supurigu. Upaya Kotui Supurigu Bijin. Upaya Kotui Supurigu. Upaya Kotui Supurigu Bijinyanam. That's a P, right? That's a P, please. Yeah. Siadidamebam naivam siaditi. Brahmadahu samatisa tananamapavanam. Alasyam kayasya cittatasya cha gurutuvada prabhritatiha. Abhiratisha citta vishaya samprayogatma gaitahu. Prananti daishanam pipariyaya jinyanam. Alabta pu mikatavam samati pu meralapahu. Anabasati tatavam. Number 3. Tavam. What's the difference? Labhata. Okay. The second version doesn't have that character, so I'll read the second version first and then the original. Labhatayam. Namaste. Yadalabhatayam. Pumau. Cittatasya Pratishito. Samati Pratilamampe hi sati tatavasatitam siaditi. Ete
Chitta Piku Shuepa, Nava, Yoga Mala, Yoga Prati Pakushu, Yoga Nantara Ya, Itya Piti Yanante.
Okay. Can I do one more after this? I'm thinking. Probably not. It's probably best to just leave it here. Okay. Now, what are the impediments and that are the distractions of the mind? Or again, how many are they? Disease, debility, doubt, inadvertence, sloth, sensuality, doubt, inadvertence, sloth, sensuality, wrong understanding, non-attainment of the plane, and instability. These mental distractions are the impediments. These 9 impediments are the mental distractions. They arise with the mental operations. In the absence of these, they cannot arise. The mental operations have been previously described. Their disease is the inequality of the humors, the constituent fluid, and the sense organs. Debility is the inertness of the mind. Doubt is the knowledge touching both ends, whether it may be thus or may not be thus. Inadvertence is the one of investigation about the means of spiritual absorption. Sloth is the absence of exertion of the mind and body on account of heaviness. Sensuality is the greediness of the mind for sense enjoyments. Wrong understanding is the perversive knowledge. Unattainment of the plane is a failure to attain the state of spiritual absorption. Instability is that which is unfixity of the mind on the attained plane, because it becomes confirmed only on the acquisition of the spiritual absorption. These mental distractions are called the 9 impurities of yoga, the enemies of yoga, the impediments of yoga. But what are these obstacles? Those which distract the mind stuff. But what are these and how many are they? Sickness and languor and doubt and heedlessness and listlessness and worldliness and erroneous perception and failure to attain any stage and instability in the state. These distractions of the mind stuff are the obstacles. Sorry, now I'm really being distracted. There are 9 obstacles, the distractions of the mind stuff. These appear together with the fluctuations of the mind stuff, and they are not found where the aforesaid fluctuations of mind stuff are not. Sickness is a disorder in the humors, or in the secretions, or in the organs. Languor is a lack of activity in the mind stuff. Doubt is a kind of thinking which touches both alternatives, so that one thinks this might be so, might not be so. Heedlessness is a lack of reflection upon the means of attaining concentration. Listlessness is a lack of effort due to heaviness of body or of mind stuff. Worldliness is greed of the mind stuff, and its essence lies in addiction to objects of sense. Erroneous perception is the thinking of misconceptions. Failure to attain any stage is not attaining any stage of concentration. Instability in the state is the failure of the mind stuff to remain in the stage attained. If the concentrated stage of development had been reached, it would of course have remained in it. Thus it is that these distractions are called the 9 blemishes of yoga, the 9 foes of yoga, the obstacles of yoga. I'm tempted to do one more. Alright, maybe I'll... what time has it been? I don't want to do more than 1 hour and 45. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. So that was 30. So we did up to 30. And sorry that, the sutra, reading the sutra with the commentary is not flowing yet. There are at least a few different versions of the commentaries and the sutra. And I want to read all of them. That's just my thing. I don't want to just read one version and then, not read other versions. And, but my guess is that, this is my 4th or 5th time reading it. By the time we get to 18 times, I wouldn't need to look up so many times. I wouldn't need to look up so much. I will have known, what they are by then. I will have memorized a lot of it by the 18th time. That's how Sanskrit, that's not because of me, that's just how Sanskrit works. Back, I've said this before, 5,000 years ago, you heard, if you heard this once, and, flowing just once, you would have memorized all of it. And that's how Sanskrit works. It's a computer programming language for this reality, but it's very compensating as opposed to an actual programming language. You type the wrong stuff in the computer program, the whole program doesn't work. Sanskrit is a lot more compensating. It's more loving than that. So that's why I do, the way that I do. That's why I do it, because I'd rather know every alternatives and all the versions instead of just getting to memorize just one version, and because it might be missing out on the other versions, which might have the there's only one commentary, but it's been changed over 5,000 years at least. So I don't know which one's the original one. I have to read it over and over and over. I may even figure it out. By the 18th time, I might be able to even say like, this is the correct version or that is the correct version. But right now, all I could do is read all the versions as much as I can. And it's really unfortunate that the only copy, I wish I had the original book, and I'll just, scan it myself or something. But this is the best I could do for now. So I apologize. Your sutra with the commentary is not flowing. It's not gonna work. It will work if you do it over and over and over and over and over. But until then, I'm struggling. So that's it. Thank you. Namaste. I'm gonna do the Hare Krishna Manantara ASMR in about 4 or 5 hours from now, I think. So thank you very much. Namaste.